Slowhands Rock Talk Show.
Before the video starts, if you could do me a huge favour and make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. It's free, it only takes seconds to do, and it really does help the channel continue to grow. Now on to the video. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got a new podcast. We've got a guest from the podcast. We looked it up before, James. Season 2, episode 47. James was on. He came all the way from Australia just to sit here and do this. No, I'm joking. He's down south. He's up here for Christmas. Merry Christmas, James.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you.
James is going to react to a live performance. Obviously, you know the band Iron Maiden. You might know the song Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
I know a handful of their songs.
They've got an album of the same name, so you might have heard of it. But as I've said previously, a good song can become a great song when it's performed live. There's something magical about the live performance. So we'll look at this performance and we'll stop it throughout, comment on what we see, what we think. We are both guitarists, so probably similar to myself, you will be drawn to the guitar when watching it. It's Iron Maiden in their prime in the 80s. I think it's 1988, this performance. Okay. So you've kind of got, I don't know how many albums into the band's career this was, but it's them in their prime, 1988. At their first prime, sorry.
Yeah.
So we'll watch it, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. We'll stop it throughout, comment and see what we think, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So, have you heard the song first of all?
I have. So I am a fan of this kind of music, but for some reason, Iron Maiden as a collective isn't one of the bands that I really have delved into a lot. And so I have heard this song, but I've certainly not heard it live, and I certainly haven't played it multiple times like I would another British hard rock band.
So can you watch that? It's 1988. Looks a little bit dated, but it still sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Harris, bass player, wrote the song. He's singing along, singing all the words. I love his bass playing style. He's, finger picking. The mix on it's really good. You can really hear the bass coming through. The two guitarists, I think it's Fenders that they're playing, which is unusual because most rock bands it's Gibson, it's Ibanez, BC Rich, especially back then. But you've got Fender.
Yeah.
And the guitarist, some nice guitar harmonies. You've got the guitar riff, but I love the fact that when the singing comes in, the guitars take a step back. They're not playing too much. They let the singing take over. and then you've got Nico in the background with, if you can see him behind your drum kit, because there's so many drums.
Yeah.
And looks great, sounds great. You liking it so far?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll tell you one of my stories. Something I regret to this day is we were on tour with We Will Rock You, the musical. We were in Birmingham. I had a Sunday night off, and in one of the major arenas in Birmingham City, these guys were playing live that night. And I went, oh, what am I doing tonight? I'm not doing much. Should I buy a ticket to go and see them? And in the end, I just didn't do it.
And it's the biggest regret of your life. No,
it's not the biggest. But I mean, I am such a music fan that even if I only have a passing interest in a band that has a huge appeal and respect as these guys have, I'll buy a ticket and go and see them, and perhaps it will turn me on to them even more. I really regret that night not actually buying that ticket, and I don't even know what I would have done that night. Probably not much, but it was a night off, and perhaps I really treasured the night off. You know, I just wanted to like decompress and get away from the guitars for a night, but I should have seen these.
We'll get back to it, see what you think of we've got the chorus coming up. But we're into the bridge section coming up. We're trying to figure out the guitars the guys are playing. I thought Dave Murray was on a Fender Stratocaster. I'm not sure about Adrian Smith.
It's certainly a Fender Strat shape, but it looks like it's got ESP on the headstock. But it's a bit hard to tell just because it disappears into the dark and the lighting a bit.
We're talking about Brucey's vocals. Very powerful.
Unreal.
I don't know what age you would have been 1988, but full of youthful energy.
Would they have been in their 20s, like mid-20s?
So the band started in 75. I think they would have all been probably... it wasn't the exact same lineup then, but if it started in 75, they would have probably been late teens.
Yeah, so we're now looking...
And that's 1988 in Birmingham.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I reckon that the band has... The first albums came out late 70s.
So the
band's probably been on the go...
30-ish.
You know, since the first albums came out, the band's been on the go for a decade already.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I reckon they're probably late 20s.
Yeah.
There's something around that. And so they've already been in the game for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say they're playing with the poise and the craftsmanship of guys who've done this for a while, especially on these bigger stages. Yeah.
So we'll keep going, see what you think of the bridge section.
Today is born the seventh one, born of woman, the seventh son, and he in turn of a seventh son. He has the power to heal, He has the gift of second sight. He is the chosen one. So it shall be written, and so it shall be done.
So just stop there now, James, because it's going to obviously build and build up into the guitar solos at the end.
Yep.
But we're just saying they're very, very theatrical.
Yep.
You know, obviously back then there's no big television screens. It's all practical stage sets.
Yep.
It looks really cool. You've got the smoke machine.
Just these things with the candles on the.
Yeah, you've got Eddie in the background behind
Eddie.
the drum kit. You've got a sort of keyboard that's on stage. It's almost like Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Playing. You've got the bass and rhythm guitar linked in, doing one thing. You've got a second guitar that's sort of providing like a delay.
Yeah.
But it's building. It's building. The drummer then adds the bass drum. Even that drum beat. I mean, I'm not a drummer, but he's just playing the cymbal.
Yeah.
The hi hat, which sounds easy, but to keep that beat going.
Yeah.
Over a
that
length
period
of time
Yep.
is difficult, because I've said this before, anybody else in the band, if they mess up, you can recover. If the drummer messes up, it throws everybody.
Yeah.
So you need the drummer a really good solid foundation to keep everybody else in check. And of course Bruce Dickinson is Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah.
You know. go. That was Seventh Son
Brilliant.
of a Seventh Son live in Birmingham, 1988. The band in their first prime, because they've had quite a few primes. The band, as I've said, they're still on the go to this day. They've got a third guitarist who has played with them since. So they became a 3-guitar band 1999.
Right.
And so they've been like that ever since. I think personally they sound better now than even back then. There's so much happening in the music that they can, having a third guitarist lends itself well to them. Bruce Dickinson, there's that thing that I spoke about with vocalists where your voice will naturally age over time, but it lends itself so well because he's so theatrical. It adds something to his vocals which you can't learn. I think it just naturally happens as your voice ages. But what did you think of the song? What did you think of the look of it, the concert, the playing itself?
I love anything from the 80s anyway, which is where this is from. I love the huge practical staging. You know, I love the actual bits of set that are on stage, and the old school lighting rig. You know, like it's not. I like all of that. I think that's really cool. I also like the fact that the drummers are up on that huge riser. I think that's really cool.
But you still can't see him because he's got so many bloody drums.
But I mean, they know what they're doing. They're selling the song to the audience. Steve Harris is a machine. Like,
I think that's a lot.
Sounds great.
I still think there's not many rock bands can put on a better performance. Because visually it looks great, sonically it sounds great, and it's also the band clearly just love doing what they do. That's why they've been doing it for so long.
There's something about British bands that do this stuff too. It's so much better than pretty much any other part of the world.
I think I mean, to this day they still influence generations of people. There's people picking up guitars because they want to play like that. And a wee funny side note, this just starts to show my age. I remember buying my first CD player, and the first CD I ever bought was a live performance of this concert because it came with the VHS copy of the song, so you could actually watch it. And being a guitarist that was just starting to learn, it was nice to actually see what, you know, a music video you don't generally get to see what they're playing because it's done up differently. That you could actually watch them and try and pick out little bits that they're playing, put your video in slow motion and try and copy what
I was that same kid in the 80s trying to stop or slow down. You know, remember the old button that used to step through frame by frame?
And then you get jealous of people on YouTube that have got access to YouTube nowadays that are learning, because if you were a kid that wants to learn to play the guitar, there's nothing stopping you nowadays.
They've got so many more opportunities and tools at their disposal today. Whereas a bit like you, I used to have to get the live recording, or at the very least, like the live audio recording. But if we could get the visual, like the old VHS or something, and the old Starlix videos from the day, and slow them down and see where their fingers were and try and figure it out. But this is such good quality. Obviously, professionally shot for some reason. Like, did they release this as a whole concert on VHS?
They recorded that tour.
Back in the day. So phenomenal. Like, what a great thing to have. And
so it's a thumbs up from James Barber.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. It's everything that a good hard rock British band with twin guitar lineups.
And the hair looked great as well.
Can't beat the hair and the denim.
Cool. Right, folks, we're back again. We have got we've still got James here. We decided previously we've done old Iron Maiden from the 80s. Why not react to new Iron Maiden? It's not that new. I think it's 2016, 2018. It's around that time the band toured. As I said, they've now got 3 guitarists. They've had it for a long time. I think it makes them sound better. Bruce is older, but I think vocally it makes them sound better. Playing wise, they're just as good. Visually, it still looks just as great. So we're going to watch the performance of Hallowed Be Thy Name. It's an old song from the Number of the Beast album, way back at the start of the 80s. They still perform it to this day. It's a great song, so we'll watch it and see what you think.
I'm waiting
So it's Iron Maiden. What's that? 30 years, something like that, further down the line.
Yep.
They look great. They sound great. It's almost like not much has changed.
No.
They're still having the time of their life, but as we were just saying, it's physically demanding
They look
to put
fit,
on that type of performance. The fact that all the guys in the band are able to still do it to the level, because they'll have, I would imagine they'll be very much like they want to give a certain level of performance every time and nothing less.
Yep.
And they're doing great. Bruce sounds great.
It's a very physical job anyway, and yet they're being even more physical about it. You know, like.
And Nico managed to add more drums by the looks of it.
But that's as he should.
Yeah, we'll keep going. About to get into the crazy guitar solos. I think each guitarist gets a wee shot of showing off their skills. Bruce messes about with the audience, but so I'm saying they've been doing it for so long. They don't need to do it. They just look like they're having the time of their life. It must be great. And as you're saying, the attention to detail on the stage. I mean, there's things that the audience themselves will never see, the floor and all that. But the stage set's amazing. They've still got the old school lights.
I personally love that about big shows. Should be like an event, not just five guys in black jeans staring at the ground. You know what I mean? Like, and they put on an event, and the attention to detail to their sets is incredible. Which, as a punter, you'll take it in. You might not take it in like specifically, but you'll take in the whole vibe. You know, like
you'll never go and see them and forget it.
No, I love the staging and the theatricality of it. And looking at the lighting rig, they've retained a lot of their older style lights. It just gives it a slightly nostalgic feel. But they really benefit from the modern technology. You can see that in their set design.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good modern show. You know, like it's not muddy. It's amazing. Yeah.
But there could be that possibility with three guitarists. You would think it might get a little bit messy in the mix, but it sounds brilliant. I know it would have been obviously touched up in when they were mixing it and all that, but it sounds great, and Bruce sounds just as good.
He sounds great.
Toronto, Canada they were in. But
Universal appeal.
so as Iron Maiden 30 years down the line from the previous performance that we watched, and they look like they're just having as much fun
Absolutely.
now as they were back then.
Yeah. Nothing has got worse about what they do. Like, age has not wearied them at all, has it? Like,
No, and it's almost like if it's not broke, don't fix it.
yeah.
You know, like they've obviously got that for that band. They've got a style of writing songs. You know, some people say Iron Maiden, AC/DC, they write the same album over and over again. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. They love writing that style of music. They're good at it,
And
they love performing it. And clearly, people still want to hear it.
Hundreds of thousands of people want to be part of that. It's accessible. They enjoy it. They want to be part of that. And yeah,
Yep.
there's nothing wrong with that.
So, but big question: if one of the guitarists had to sit out for a tour and they said, James, can you please come in and fill in on the guitar for this next tour? Would you quit the theatre world to go and tour with Iron Maiden for a year?
Yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, and I mean,
So what you're saying, you've got no loyalty.
Well, I do. I am a loyal guy, but the opportunity. So actually, the opportunity should go to a diehard rusted-on fan, probably. You know, but if we were just to remove that from the equation,
Yeah.
I will always take the opportunity to play in that environment live to that, because that's my background.
Yeah.
Is perhaps not to that standard or level, of course, but pubs and clubs in Australia growing up, to live rooms, sweaty live rooms, trying to put on the best show possible with the meager resources you have available.
Yep.
But like, we used to treat, in my old covers bands and what have you, old originals bands, we used to treat every gig like it was Wembley Stadium. It might have only been 25 people there in some nondescript bar at the back of Brisbane somewhere, but
Yep.
we performed like that because we love that we love that theatricality
Yeah.
and the performance side of it. Now, don't get me wrong, I also love playing in the musical theatre world. It's a completely different set of rules and dynamic and skill set to be able to do what we do. And that also appeals to me, and I love it. But I do miss being able to do that. And, yeah. I mean, if
I would love to ask the guys, it must be such a feeling. I mean, regardless of how many times they have performed live, they must get that feeling every single time they step on stage. They get the wave of energy of the fans singing along the song. I mean, they just look like they're having the time of their life. And all they need to do is turn up. The roadie has already restrung their guitar.
at that level, isn't that incredible that all those big bands have these behemoth shows with a set of crew whose sole job is to make sure that everything is in its correct place.
Yeah, everybody working together to create the big show, and the band themselves would say that the crew members are just as important, because without them it wouldn't happen.
Yep.
But as Iron Maiden, is that another thumbs up for yourself?
Oh yeah, no, I really perhaps even enjoyed that more
Than the previous one?
Yeah, I don't know. There's some crispness about the recording that makes it a bit easy for me to enjoy. You know, like the visuals and the sound benefit from modern day techniques, don't they?
Yep.
But, you know, I am a fan of, you know, because of my age, I am a fan of things recorded in the 70s and 80s anyway.
I thought you were about 25, 26.
25. I've had it was a tough paper round.
That's fine, right, James? Until next time.
Thank you very much,
Thank
mate.
you for coming on.
Cheers, mate. No worries.
Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Thank you.